y'all, and welcome to another webisode of my story. This is a series where I go through my life story one webisode at a time. So I'm just telling my life story. I'm not exactly sure why. Well, the reason why is because it helps with healing and they overcome by their testimony, and I'm just putting that verse to work, even though I'm not necessarily a Christian or a Jew. I do like religious scripture, so I don't know. We'll see that it all comes out in my story. So I'm just letting people know my unique life path. I think others have had a life path very, very similar, and to them I say, "What's up, soul brother and sister?" But most people haven't had a life like mine. Alright, so let's get to it. My story. Where was I? I know that I had just done like a rewind and why am I here kind of thing, just a refresh. I think that was more for me than for you, and then I wanted to put in about how, I don't know if I really explained that right, but my daughter, my oldest daughter, she loved the number 6, and the fact that she went around saying the number 6 a lot, it really did help desensitize me from thinking that 666 is this evil, evil thing. I begin to think maybe it's not so evil, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it happened. So that's why I felt like I wanted to say that part. But anyway, that episode's done. Let's move on. So, what I was talking about with my story, I had just gotten a new home with Dave, and he was home. He was home from war, but he still had to go to post and work every day, of course. And he was trying to adjust, but also preparing to go to war again because he's about to do another 15-month tour. So, he's preparing to go to war again, and I'm finishing college. I was actually just about done with college. So, yeah, finishing up with college. And okay, so the college that I was going to was more like a 2-year technical school. I decided to go to this college because I felt like I didn't have 4 years to waste on a fancy degree, and I didn't have time. I didn't feel like I had time to waste on getting a degree. I felt like I need to make sure that I'm working. I need something that'll work. So I wanted to go to a technical school, and there's this new technical school, and they had different programs. They had a phlebotomy program, they had a administrative assistant program, and they had an accountant program. They also had other programs. I think computer programming, but anyway, computer networking, stuff like that. So I decided to go into the administrative assisting because that's just a fancy secretary. And I mean, I'm really good at secretarial work. I really like secretarial work. I really enjoy it. I have wonderful customer service skills. I mean, whenever I was working at Old Time Photo, I was selling frames left and right. You can't sell frames and not have customer service skills, right? So, and whenever I was working at Ryan's Steakhouse, I was a hostess that would make tips because I was very kind and very helpful, you know? So, I really felt like administrative assisting was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a fancy secretary. I felt like that would be so great. I would make enough money. I wouldn't have to worry about the stress of running a business or any of that stuff. I really didn't. I never wanted to do anything medical. Anything to do with medical, I just have this, no, like, no way. So I really felt that administrative assisting was the way that I wanted to go. And whenever I was in administrative assisting, I had to take an accounting class, and I just aced this class, you guys. Accounting numbers is fun to me. I don't know how I can explain that to people. It is so much fun to do numbers. And so I was really great at this accounting class, and my accounting teacher wanted me to also enroll in the accounting program, because she said that the administrative assisting program and the accounting program really are parallel, and I can get both degrees if I just do one more semester of school. And so I asked Dave, and Dave was just not, he was so against it. He was like, you need to get your degree and get out. You need to be working. Like, at the time, it's not the Dave that I know now, because I know that if Dave watched this now, he'd be like, but he remembers he did do that. And yeah, he talked me out of it pretty much. And so I was like, no, I won't. And then on the day of my graduation, it was time for me to graduate college, and I really wanted Dave to be there, and he got CQ duty. He had to, and that's 24-hour guard duty, and he had no choice. I mean, you guys, people think that because he's in the military, we make lots of money. We really do not. We had 3 kids, guys. He went from a single man to a married man with 3 kids, and that was quite an adjustment, a single man of war to a family man with 3 kids. So definitely quite an adjustment. And the pay is just, I mean, he was enlisted. He was E4, enlisted rank 4, I guess. Yeah. E4 was his rank. And they ranked him up to corporal, but he was an E4 corporal. He didn't move up to E5, which I don't know. I don't know everything about that stuff, guys. I just know what I know, and what I know is he was enlisted for, and he had people over him always telling him what to do, and I don't know. Another crazy thing, though, because we had just moved into our new home, and I had gotten my mother to watch all the kids so that Dave and I could have a day to ourselves. It would be the first time, I mean, in forever, since he'd been back from war the first time, for sure, that we had a night to ourselves. And I would always, back whenever I was dating and I knew that I was gonna kind of get freaky with a guy or something like that, I would take my time. There's this whole bath routine that I would do and just luxuriate myself, and it would take a while. It takes about 2, 3, 4 hours to get myself pure ready, just ready, where I feel beautiful and I feel ready to, I don't know, share my beauty. I love beauty, you guys. So I went upstairs, because at this house we had an upstairs bath and everything, and I left Dave downstairs watching TV, and I don't know, I guess we hadn't communicated much back then. We didn't know. I was up there just getting ready, and plus I had this like cute little outfit, this little schoolgirl outfit. Oh my gosh. And I was up there for a while, a good 3-4 hours, and then I'm coming downstairs in this mini skirt. I mean, the skirt is about like this big, okay? mini skirt and bikini top, pretty much. Like, I call that a schoolgirl outfit, but it was definitely more of a porn star outfit. And so I go downstairs, and he's drunk, and he's pissed because he thinks that I don't want to get with him, and it's the only night that we had without the kids, and he's just so angry, and he gets so angry. I mean, he's fighting with me. I'm like wearing lingerie, and he's fighting with me, and it's like he doesn't even see me. And the neighbors call the cops, and I started freaking out. I was freaking out hardcore because the cops are like, in this state, because the cops were called on you for domestic violence, we have to take him to jail. And I didn't want that. And I was freaking out so hardcore. And I said something like, I don't like saying this, but I said something like, wanted to unalive myself, and because that's just this thing that comes out of my mouth a lot whenever I'm upset. I don't like saying that because it's also something that I actually feel at times, and I don't want to put the stigma on people are just looking for attention whenever they say that. But whatever, because I said that, they were like, wait, there's another option. They were like, actually, we could take you to the hospital and put you on unalive yourself watch. And so I was like, yes, let's do that. And they tell Dave to follow. They call an ambulance to put me in the ambulance so that I can go to the hospital. And I don't get dressed or anything, guys. I'm wearing my outfit the whole time. And they tell Dave to follow, and he does. He follows, and I'm like watching him, and he was drunk. He told him, he said, I'm drunk. And they were like, that's fine. Just follow behind the ambulance, and it'll be fine. And so he does. He follows behind the ambulance, and they check me in, and I'm in unalive watch, and I just get set to the side on a bed, and Dave and I just hang out for the night. And then in the morning time when the sun comes up, they say that I can go, and I'm still wearing my little lingerie outfit and walking through the hospital and in the morning time, and it was cold outside, and Dave was like, you want me to go get the car? And I was like, yes. And so he goes and gets the car and pulls it up, and so I didn't have to walk outside in the parking lot with that no clothes having self of me that I was. So it was a really, really crazy time, guys. A really crazy time. And I guess, people would say red flags. Red flags have gone up, but I'm married now, and we're trying to work this out, and I'm married for life, and I married him because I felt like he's someone that I can submit to, that I can listen to, that I can trust. I still feel that way. We have similar traumas for sure, and it's been scary. Healing has been a scary, scary, scary journey with him, which will come out later in my story, because we have similar traumas, and it's scary because are we trauma bonded, and as we heal, will our bond stay the same? And it's been really crazy to navigate those, and that's a big part of my story too. So that'll be a part of it, guys, and that will come out during this stuff. So yeah, it was a crazy night. Dave and I both look back at that time. We were both young, and we were both very naive and very ignorant, and we just didn't know how to communicate yet. And we were both very, very, very heavily in our traumas. So it's crazy, but I don't know. We got through that, and there wasn't an incident like it for a while. For a long while. I don't know. I don't like making excuses either, but I chose the life that I chose, and I'm happy with it, I guess. So I am happy with it. I'm happy with where it's at now. I guess part is, I guess I'm happy with what I did in my we'll get there. We'll get there. Unfortunately, we'll get there. So anyway, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are so awesome. The ones that make it to the end are just the amazing ones. You guys know that, right? So I love you guys so much. And as always, be blessed with love. That's all she got.